like overall I've just kind of scaled back a lot, because at the end of the day, it's Wiz, which is the most important thing for everybody to remember. I just want y'all to always just remember to take a deep breath and just remember that it's a children's card game, and we should all just try to enjoy it while it's here. You know what I mean? So, what's up, guys? I don't even know why I'm making this video. I was like, you know, I gotta make a video. This would be a good video to make, because I feel like it'd be interesting at least. Not all my sets are gonna change based on whatever the new meta turns out to be. I've been kind of waiting to see how it shakes down. I made a bunch of sets recently, and of course now they're gonna just change them all up. But before the new meta update rolls out, I thought I'd go through and just show you guys all my characters. They're pretty much all PvP ready. I'm pretty sure, yeah. PvP on every single one of my characters now, so I'm excited to show you guys. I think we're just gonna go lowest level to highest level, and I'll show you, you know, obviously I don't think I'm gonna show you Anthony Fire because you guys have already seen this, but obviously, you know, he's a warlord. He does the rampage strategy, which may be one of the things that's changing, but it's all good because we already got what we need, so we could forget about that guy for now. But let's go ahead and start on my death. This will be a good chance for you guys to get to know some of my characters as well, if you haven't. I get noticed a lot on this guy, by the way, so shout out to everyone who's recognized me just in general, but I get recognized probably the most on this guy. I balance a lot, I think, and then also Belger. I get recognized on Belger like crazy. But anyway, this will be a good chance for you guys to see all my characters. So obviously Anthony Fire is level 10 Fire, my lowest level. Then my next one is my level 15 Death. I love this guy, man. I love low level PvP sometimes, not very much, right? It's only when I have one low level character, but sometimes it's fun. I like doing it as Death too. It's kind of a fun, I don't know, it's more fun than doing like Storm or Fire or something, or Ice or whatever. But this is my level 15 Death, 58 damage, 50 resist, 16 accuracy, pretty darn good. 50 or 35 power pip. I'm not going to be showing you the stats with obviously that new mount. I have the new mount that gives you that power pip, so I'm not even going to worry about that. But I got all the commander's gear. I'm rocking this wand, which I'm pretty sure is one of the best ones still. I actually haven't looked at this in a while. I know there's probably some new wands that might actually be better than this, but it gives you a power pip, it gives you damage. Oh wait, no, it doesn't give you a power. It gives you a power pip chance. I actually take it back. I'm pretty sure there's a new wand now that gives you a power pip to start with. So I'm sure this isn't the best wand, but it looks cool. Whatever, it's good enough. Then I got the duelist. I got the weakness amulet, duelist ring. Now my pet, I'm working on making a new pet right now, but for right now, this is what I got. Double resist, triple damage fairy. I'm trying to switch that fairy for infal and then get the damage to 10, and also get, honestly, this Death Ninja Pig card is pretty useless. I love this pet, it's epic, but I need a new pet. I'm trying to go for that new, I don't think I have it on here. I'm trying to get the new Scare Bear pet, like that Halloween thing. Anyway, I have one, but I'm still working on it, so I don't know. The making pets recently hasn't really been on top of my list. I just can't be bothered. But my deck is the level 4 balanced decathlon deck with, this is just ridiculous. I don't even know why this is in the game. I mean, I like that it's in the game because it makes low level PvP actually a lot better, but the problem with it is that it's such a grind to get that it's just kind of unbalanced, you know? Like, if this was pretty reasonably available to everybody, it'd be much better. But now, with all the changes that are also coming to the decathlons, I don't even know what's going to happen with this. That's why I'm kind of been waiting on all this, just to see how the meta shakes out, because it's just crazy, man. They're just adding in opportunities for people to just, like, really set themselves apart in PvP. But anyway, so that's my death. I'm not going to show you guys any deck setups because that's just going to be too complicated, but I'll show you his rank. He is currently 63 and 33. Almost 1,000 rank. He's pretty good. I mean, with this new decathlon deck, if I queued up more often, I'd probably be able to get over 1,000 rank, maybe about 1,100 right now. With the better pet, it might help me a little bit too. But anyway, that's my death. Pretty simple stuff. Low level PvP, you guys already know what's up. It doesn't change that often, but yeah, the decathlon decks are definitely a big thing that's impacted him recently. But he's fun. I have a lot of fun on him. I just kind of do it when I'm bored of higher levels. So next is Belger. You guys all know Belger. This is my Magus Myth character. I love Belger, man. I did a little walkthrough series of him a while ago. I'm gonna go show you his dorm room because I also just recently decked this out. It's pretty cool. I'm a big fan. We got all the myth stuff in here. I got a little rubber ducky. I like it. But yeah, so Belgrim's pretty cool. He's got exactly 1,000 rank right on the nose. 69 damage, 50 resist, 24 accuracy. Again, he's got pretty good power pip stuff, incoming, outgoing, all that stuff. You guys already know. I'll show you his gear. So I rock all the commander's gear, and then I have Skyrim Hosta, Duelist, I actually rock a Life Master on here. I don't have it on right now because I trade it between him and my Ice, which I'll show you guys in a second. But usually rock a Life Mastery, Duelist, Ring, and then this pet. This is what I'm trying to get on my desk. So it's the triple damage, double resist, may cast, infal. This pet is amazing. It also gives Earthquake, a Blade, and a Gargantuan enchant. So if you guys are looking for a Magus Myth pet, I think regardless of whatever happens in the meta, this is going to be the pet for a while. So I'm hyped about that. Really, really happy about that pet. And then Deck of the Lotus obviously is a good one with a 4% meta accuracy. So Belger is pretty much decked out in terms of what he can get. I mean, maybe there's a few things here and there, but I love Belger. He's super fun. I love Myth. I love Magus Myth. It's just a really fun character to play. And shout out to everybody that recognizes me on Belger. He's become sort of a legend. I like that. I like to see it. Okay, so moving on. Let's go to my... my Ice is 66. Okay, so we got to go to my Balance. I use the next in succession, level 65 Balance. You guys already know. This is my first like real PvP character that I ever really got to Warlord on, was really good at. It actually works out perfectly. I keep this mount, this old, you guys remember the Waddling Witch Hunt. I actually keep this on him because the nice part is that it gives me exactly the 2 power pip % chance that I need to get to 100. So it's actually kind of perfect. So I rock that. But yeah, so he is currently at 1200 rank. I don't know. I probably could have pushed it more. I know that the lore updates haven't come out yet. Yeah, no, they haven't dropped yet. I don't even know what's going on with the test run. Like I said, I don't even know. But anyway, 1200 rank, I could probably get it higher. I recently switched to the Death Master, so I'll show you his stats. House of Scales hat, House of Scales robe, Alhaza Red, Professor's boots. These are from the Professor's pack. These are really, really good. It took me a while to get these, but these are super good because they give the high crit, high damage. I use Staff of the Flashing Blades. I don't know. I really like this one. It's nice to have that extra power pip and accuracy. Helps you stay alive longer. Duelist, Death Mastery. So I used to rock a Myth. You guys probably remember back in the day, I used to rock a Myth, but now I use Death. It's very, very good if you go against Jade spammers. Now, obviously, that'll be changing a little bit, but even still, I mean, the biggest thing at Legendary is honestly not even the Guardian Spirit spam. It's just people that just heal and have high resists. So, and especially when lore gets nerfed, man, I'm not sure what's going to happen. It's going to be a lot harder to kill all those heal guys. But anyway, Duelist Ring. This pet, again, this is the meta pet right now for me. Double damage, double resist, balance ward, infal. I love this pet, man. If I ever need to change the ward, I can change it to whatever school's the best. But right now, this pet took me a long time to get. Like, this to me is amazing, man. I mean, I can't even tell you how long it took me to get this pet, but I'm super hyped, especially to get it on a balance armament. I've only ever seen one other pet that has these stats on the balance armament. It's very hard to get. It's very hard to get a 10 dealer version of this, and so I'm really hyped about that. But yeah, obviously the mount, I'm kind of... I don't know, if I had a damage mount, maybe I'd use it, but obviously the power pip's nice. And then the deck is the House of Scales. This is like kind of a hidden thing. It's from like the side boss, like the key boss in House of Scales, but it gives you an extra 1% universal pip or accuracy, and then obviously socket pip chance. So my balance is really stacked, man. I love my balance. I don't know, I probably should PvP on him more. I mean, at certain points, like Legendary is Legendary. I kind of got a little bit sick of it because I used to PvP on him so much. I mean, last age I was 1700 rank. I did a bunch of matches, so at a certain point you kind of get a little bit bored of it, but I love having this guy. He's got the little Thanksgiving Halloween color theme going, so I love my balance, man. It's just a good character to have. You got to have a balance somewhere. But then moving on to my Ice, level 66 for the robe, which I'll show you guys. He's a knight, so I've been PvPing on him a lot more, actually. I like my Ice. He's fun. I have a very defensive setup, or I mean offensive, what am I saying? Offensive setup, 80 damage, 48 resist, but a little bit extra to storm, and fire and ice, which is useful, 26 accuracy. Now I have 50% crit, which is pretty hype. That's very, very useful, 12% pierce. Still got 88% power pip, so it's not too bad. Plus the mount is a little bit higher. So the reason I am level 66 is because of this robe. This is the Zafaria crafted robe. It's really, really good. As you can see, all around super good. For the hat, I'm pretty sure this is the Waterworks hat. Yeah, pretty sure this is a Waterworks hat. Boots is the Professor's boots. These Professor's boots are pretty much all around good for most legendary setups, just because they give you the most offensive and most crit out of any boots. So I love that. I love his setup, dude. It's just so cool. I got the wand, Staff of Flashing Blades, but I love that stitch. I love this wand. I just love how this guy looks. It's super cool. Duelist, obviously, life mastery, like I said. Duelist. His pet, I don't know. I do like this pet, actually, in terms of just like an overall damage strategy, having triple damage and that crit. That crit gives me like an extra, I don't know how much percent, maybe 5% extra crit, which is actually pretty useful, and then double resist. I mean, maybe, you know, like in a perfect world, I would have had the brace jewel and I could have an extra make cast brace on there or something would be useful, but this pet's good enough for me. And then I got the Sub-Zero deck. I think I could probably get the same one that I have on my balance for this guy, but I don't really care enough. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, like I said, I've been PvPing on him a little bit more. I haven't done that many matches, but I'm a Knight, 25 and 13. He's really fun. I love doing ice. Like I said, I do a more offensive strategy, unless I fight a Jade Spammer. So, and even Jade Spammers I can usually kill. So, he's fun. He's fun. I have a lot of fun on him. And I don't know. I'm trying to get used to like PvPing all the different schools. Getting used to the meta at every level for every school, right? Like, Legendary looks a lot different for each school. Max level looks a lot different for each school. So, yeah, without further ado, we'll do my life last. We'll do my Storm next. So, my Storm, I really wasn't planning to PvP on, but then I decided, you know what? At the end of the day, it's not all about having perfect stats, it's just about having fun. So, I'll show you his stats. They're fine. You know, I got good damage, good resist, good accuracy, pretty good crit. I mean, 75%. Pretty decent pierce. I'll show you his gear. So I'm doing Malastare, Nimbari boots, this new super OP Sinbad wand. Just got the Dragon Darkmoor Athame, Fly Gobs, Alpha and Omega, and this is my pet. Now this pet is not perfect. I really don't prefer the triple crit. I'd rather have more damage, but this is honestly just the best I had. It had proof, so I was like, you know what, it's close enough. I like this pet. It serves me well enough, and then deck is just the Storm Paradox. Now, the best thing for max level right now, pretty much across the board, is that Duelist level 130 deck, but it's so many arena tickets, man. It's like 900. Like, I just can't be bothered. But yeah, he's fun. I guess I am showing you his deck setup, although honestly, I don't really care, man. Like, he's a Corporal. I'm 29 and 26. I haven't done many matches. High level is just kind of about spamming matches because you just can't win them all. But anyway, he's, you know, I'm at least positive. I at least kind of know what I'm doing. I don't know. He's fun. I like doing Storm. Scion's really, really good right now. You just basically just strike and Scion. Shrike. I always say strike. It's Shrike and then Scion. And it's pretty OP. But anyway, that's my Storm. It's just fun to have options at high level. I do some on my brother's Fire too, but I'm not going to show you that in this video. And then, yeah, my last thing is my life. He's got his energy gear on right now, so I'm going to go swap that real quick. Now, I haven't done life PvP in a very long time, but I'll show you. Let me just go outside. I do like his Stitch that I'm rocking, though. I'm a big fan of this. You guys can see. I like it. It looks cool. So, 132 damage, 54 resist, 5% accuracy, but I get 80% crit, 23 pierce, pretty good incoming, outgoing, and 96 power pips. So I'm a big fan of life, actually. I mean, what I really want to happen is, so I'll show you my rank. So I'm a Knight right now. I'm 21 and 11. I've been trying out some different strategies. So like I've never done like a Jade resist strategy. For a little bit I like tried that. I tried Guardian Spirit. I just wanted to see what it was like. That to me got really boring after like just a few matches. I just got really bored of that. And it was just not like what I enjoyed about PvP at all. So I tried to avoid that. But the problem is that I don't have, I'll show you his gear. Crocopetra hat, ornate. This is the Tennyson robe. Nimbari boots, Sinbad wand, Darkmoor Athame. This is the Darkmoor Athame, or I mean amulet. Duelist 130, ring for the extra crit. And then this is my pet. I love this pet. That spell proof, double damage, triple crit. I like this pet a lot. And then I obviously have the life culture, which is useful for the extra damage. My deck though is the Lively Paradox deck, and I thought this was the best deck for a while until I realized that it's actually that 9,000 arena tickets duelist deck. And the reason why it's better is because, as you can see, you only get 4 copies of other spells. And it's kind of annoying because when you want to Shrike and you only have 4 copies, it's really hard to find them. So what I really need to do, and here's what I have a couple of things I hope happen with life in these new, because I'm really happy Guardian Spirit's going away. Like, I'm super hyped about that. But I want them to make life more offensive, because life just does not have enough offense to be viable, like especially at max level against other schools. They just can't attack with enough veracity, consistently enough at least, to be good, you know. So what I hope they do is I hope they change Life Scion to be an offensive spell. I think that would be a huge game changer if they balance it correctly, even if it's not amazing, but it's good, it's at least an option. I think that'd be a lot better for people, and I think that would definitely help make life more viable again at max level without having to be super defensive. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. But yeah, like I said, I basically need to get the Duelist deck so that I can get them 6 Shrikes, so it's a lot easier to go. Because offensive life is really good right now, but unless you have that deck, it's a little bit hard to get the card when you need it. That's what I've been noticing. I've been trying to go more offensive, but it's really difficult. And anyway, like I said, I'm not claiming to be a max PvP wizard, or even know that much about PvP in general, but you know, I'm fine. I'm very like, here's how I break down PvP, all right? There's people that don't know anything. There's people that know a little bit. There's people that, like me, that know more than a little bit. They're like decent. And then there's like people that are really good. But even the difference between me and people that are really good is not like a major difference. Like, if I were to invest more time, like, I could get to that point pretty quickly. Like, I'm not trying to say that there's like, you know, I don't know. I'm not trying to say it doesn't take skill to get to that point, but a lot of it comes down to, like, you know, getting good treasure cards, getting the best gear, and then like playing a bunch so you can kind of predict people's moves, right? Like, obviously those are like, there's like intuition factors that I don't quite have, especially at max level. Like, I can't always predict what people are gonna do. Like, I definitely would lose to some good people for sure. But the one thing I've always had with this game is it's like, it's not really that competitive. Like, at the end of the day, it's really not that competitive, because the amount of time you have to invest to get good at this game versus the amount of time you have to invest to get good at, like, you know, like a game like Fortnite or like CSGO or something, it's very different, right? Like, in this game, most of the time you invest to get good is getting the gear and getting the spells and getting, like, there's a lot less, I don't know how to describe it. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's not that much skill in this game at the end of the day compared to some other games out there. So that's why I don't like invest all of my time into PvP, because a lot of it's just RNG, and at the end of the day, it's whiz, you know, like that. People, I don't know, the PvP community, man, look, I think it's great, I think it's fun, I enjoy it, but it can be very toxic, you know, and like, I'm not super interested in a toxic part. I'm not very interested in playing a toxic game for children, you know what I mean? Like, I play Wiz for the nostalgia, I play it for fun. I'm not super interested in like the drama that often comes with PvP on Wizard 101. Like, I just really cannot like justify getting involved in that, like, for myself. Like, I'm not trying to like say other people are wrong for like caring about it. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying, for me personally, like, I just can't be bothered to get involved in it. And so a lot of that comes down to, like, I don't know, like, I'm gonna see how the new meta shakes out, and I'll probably jump into the queue again, you know, here and there, just to have fun. But I'm never gonna be that person that's trying to strive for the top, you know, trying to be the best of the best. Because honestly, man, at this point, it costs a lot of money, you know? Like, I mean, just getting this wand, dude, this wand, and getting it from other characters too, I mean, it cost me like 30,000 crowns or something ridiculous. So, like, it's like $30, or I don't even know how much money it is. $30, like, at least, just to have this wand, you know? And like, I know that's not the whole game, but like, it's gonna be a lot of grinding, man. And especially with the new update, the new boots and the new robes that are coming out, it seems like it's just more and more grinding. And I don't like grinding this game just to get to a point where like I can viably PvP. You know what I mean? Like, I understand grinding to like get good at the game, but that's just grinding to get the gear to be viable. You know, like, I feel like I've spent the past couple months just purely trying to get good enough gear to be viable in PvP. Like, the sets that I've just showed you have taken me a while to get. And I know that if you guys are hardcore players, you know, it's not that hard to stay updated with the meta. But as someone who like doesn't really want to constantly spend money and update stuff all the time, it's like, it's a little bit much, man. And I get it, because like, honestly, if they didn't do that, PvP would be really stale and metas would get super locked and it would just be really bad. But at the same time, it's just kind of a difficult, it's kind of a weird thing that they do, because basically the way this game works is they try to like let PvP coexist and be influenced by like the normal game. And I think that what we're seeing is that the more the normal game evolves, it's really hard to balance that with PvP. Like, it's really hard for them to release gear that's gonna work well for PvE and not break PvP. Like, I think that's like something I've seen a lot recently. And so yeah, it's just kind of a tough thing to play as a player, when like you constantly have to grind PvE to get stuff for PvE, but also just grind crowns. Anyway, I think you guys kind of understand what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I enjoy this game. Like I said, I'm gonna definitely still keep making videos. I like the walkthrough a lot. I'm definitely gonna do more of that. And I might do some PvP too. But I just want you guys to understand that, like, for me, my approach to this game now is very casual. It's not that I won't go for good gear and stuff, and it's not that I don't have fun doing it, but like, I've kind of scaled back on like my, like, I don't know, my drive and my investment in this game. You know what I mean? Like, overall, I've just kind of scaled back a lot, because at the end of the day, it's Wiz, which is the most important thing for everybody to remember. I just want you all to always just remember to take a deep breath and just remember that it's a children's card game, and we should all just try to enjoy it while it's here. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me know what you guys think about the new PvP changes that are coming up. I'm excited. You know, I think it'll be for the best. I don't know. The Lore Master change, I think it'll be fine. I think they could, honestly, in my opinion, I think they nerfed it a little bit too much. I think they should nerf it just a little bit less, because at that point, I think it'd be balanced. Like, I think it definitely needed to be nerfed, and I agree with not changing the pip count. I think it should be 4 pips still, but I think it needs to be like a little bit more powerful. Maybe the damage needs to be just a little bit higher, because it feels like a little bit too low right now. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. But like I said, I haven't really tested it out, so I'm not gonna say my opinions on it. But I'm excited to see what happens. I think any PvP changes are good, you know, as long as they don't completely shift the meta to the point where like we all have to grind for new gear again. That's what I'm always afraid of, man. Is like whenever they change stuff too much, it's just a really tricky thing. Like, you can't balance this game properly, I think, without like incurring really big changes, because as soon as Guardian gets nerfed and as soon as Lore gets changed, that instantly changes the whole game, you know. And like, in some ways that's cool, but like in some ways for me, man, it's just a little bit tiring. Like, I don't know what I really want from King's Isle, you know. I just think that like I need to try some other games, and I tweeted about this recently, and I think I'm gonna start uploading some other games as well, just to kind of mix it up. You know, I need to intersperse some other stuff as well. So let me know what you guys want to see in the comments. I've been playing some Witcher 3 actually, which is a really fun single player game. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The story is amazing. I had a lot of fun with that. I don't know if that's really a game I want to upload, but let me know what games you guys want to see me play. I mean, I'll play anything. I'm just trying to have more fun, you know, just be more casual and kind of just enjoy it. Because I feel like the more I invest myself in the PvP side of this game, I just get sucked into this vortex. It just isn't really that great, man. Every time I come out of it, I'm like, why did I really spend my time doing that? I kind of just regret it. So I don't regret the time I have playing this game casually, but I don't think I'm really a hardcore player anymore. So with all that said, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed my rant, kind of all over the place, but hopefully those PvP sets helped some of you guys out if you were curious. I kind of went over a lot of different sets, and yeah, if you have any more questions, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. If you see me in game, make sure to say hi. I always add people that I see in game, so make sure you come up to me and say hi, and I'll be happy to chat. So I love seeing you guys. And anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Take care, guys.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.